I set out on a narrow way many years ago, hoping I would find true love along the broken road. But I got lost a time or two, wiped my brow and kept pushing through. I couldn't see how every sign pointed straight to you. Every long lost stream led me to where you are, and others who broke my heart, they were like northern stars, pointing me on my way into your loving arms. This much I know is true, that God blessed the broken road and led me straight to you. Yes, it did. I think about the years I spent just passing through. I'd like to have the time I've lost and give it back to you. Oh, but you just smile and take my hand. You've been there, you understand. It's all part of a grander plan that is coming true. Every long lost dream led me to where you are, and others who broke my heart, they were like northern stars, pointing me on my way into your loving arms. This much I know is true, that God bless the broken road that led me straight to you. Just rolling home into my lover's arms. This much I know is true, that God bless the broken road that led me straight to you. That God bless the broken road that led me straight to you. Hey.
Pack your bag, something small. Take what you need and we disappear. Without a trace we'll be gone, gone. The moon and the stars will follow the car. And then when we get to the ocean, we're gonna take a boat to the end of the world, all the way to the end of the world. Oh, and when the kids are old enough, we're gonna teach them to fly. You and me together could do anything, baby. You and me together. Together we could do anything, baby. You and me together. tied to the ground, not falling but rising like rolling around. Eyes closed above the rooftops, eyes closed, we're gonna spin through the stars. Our arms wide as the sky, we're gonna ride the blue all the way to the end of the world, to the end of the world. Oh, when the kids are old enough, we're gonna teach them to fly. You and me together could do anything, baby. You and me together, yes, yes. You and me together could do anything, baby. You and me together, yes, yes. We can always look back at what we did. Always memory of you and me, baby. But right now it's you and me forever, girl. And you know we could do better than anything that we did. You know that you and me, we could do anything. You and me together could do anything, baby. You and me together.
If you can you please stand, thank you? Can you please stand?
I'll be responsible all the time.
Forever could never be long enough for me. Feel like I've had long enough with you. Forget the world now, we won't let them see. But there's one thing left to do. Now that the weight has lifted, love has surely shifted my way. Marry me, staying every day. Marry me. If I ever get the nerve to say hello in this cafe, say you will. Say you will. Together could never be close enough for me to feel like I am close enough to you. You wear white and I wear out the words I love you, and you're beautiful. Now that the wait is over, love has finally shown her my way.
Ross, you can come this side, please. And Shannon, you go across that side, please. Thank you very much. There you go. And then the dress for Shannon, please. And lads, you can go to your seats. Stand at your seats, please. Let the dress come out. And I'll fix your kilt, Ross. Don't worry. There you go. There you go. You're done. There you go. So Ross, you can go and join Shannon and look back towards me a little bit. Thank you very much. There you go. Perfect. And you can hold hands if you want. Just not all the way through the ceremony. It doesn't work. Good afternoon and welcome to this stunning location. To celebrate, be a very important part, the wedding, legal marriage of Shannon and Ross. Sit down, please. Thank you very much. Do you want a tissue? You okay? Hello, Shannon. Hello, Ross. You've been an amazing journey to get to this day. First got in contact with me back in October last year. The world was healing. Then it didn't. Then vaccines were found. Woohoo! And then, well, here we are on your wedding day. And you are getting married. Amazing. You're a couple so obviously in love, but no one knows that love. We've all felt love, but your love is unique. This day is not a gateway you both have passed through, be changed by experiences, but it's a lovely and important path taking the rest of your lives. And Ross and Shannon, you like to be shaped by your experiences, by your choices, by your family and by friendships you've developed. And at this moment is why we're all here on this day that we now turn. Before we do, come forward please, Joseph and Robert. They will read The Art of a Good Marriage by Wilfred Arlen Peterson. In these words of love you will find advice. You'll hear about today, what it's all about. Happiness and joy.
A good marriage must be created. In the marriage, the little things are the big things. It is never being too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say, I love you, at least once each day. It is never going to sleep angry. It is having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It is standing together and facing the world.
It's forming a circle of love that gathers the whole family. It's speaking the words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It's having the capacity to forgive and forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow. It is a common search for the good and for the beautiful. It's not only marrying the right person, it's being the right partner.
Thank you so much. Keep it warm, yes. Can we come forward a little bit, Ross? Thank you very much. And turn towards you. There you go, brilliant. Now turn round 4 times and then... Ross and Shannon, you've shared with me these beautiful, honest and personal, of course I expected no less, wonderful words. I asked you some questions a while back, sent you answers by your emails. 4,500 emails I got, and that was just last week. But I asked how you met. Shannon, you said that you and Ross met at the musical theatre company 7 years ago when you were rehearsing for Les Mis. Ross joined because he heard the company were doing his favourite show. And Ross, she said that as the show rehearsals went on, you became good friends, began chatting, and that chatting turned to you asking Shannon out. And the rest, as you say, is history. That's why you want to get married. Ross, you want to get married so that you and Shannon can complete your love for each other. It is for you, Ross, as you told me so well, that you can both show everyone that love is the best for you, that you both love each other, and personally, you want to complete the journey you've had and will have together. Shannon, you want in your marriage to solidify your love for each other. And she rightly said that often you find someone who you know will be your soulmate forever, to make your love for, your devotion to each other, official. And what does marriage mean to you both? For you, Shannon, marriage is more than just signing a paper and a party. But it is that too. Yeah, you're going to do that. Big party tonight. Yeah, big party, yeah. For you and Ross, it's a legal commitment that you're both making to each other for the rest of your lives. And if COVID has taught you one thing, made you realise just how much you want to get married, how important you both are to each other. You said, Shannon, that you always wanted to be someone's wife. Be Ross's wife is a blessing. Marriage is all about love, about trust and commitment to you as a couple. You have all of that and more in your lives. What do you want for your lives, for the future, each other and your friends and family? For you, Ross, in the future, you see as a couple, as a family, friendship and companionship. Family. We're going to be a family, aren't you? Yeah. Super, way, amazing. Big woohoo, come on, big woohoo. Hey! There will, of course, be the good times and not so good times. And all you can really hope for is that the future is bright for you both after the year you have had. But through those ups and downs, you still have each other. All you want, Shannon, is happiness for you and for Ross and for everyone here. And you want to grow your love through future homes, through children, and the memories you will make together. You want, Shannon, nothing but happiness and love for your family and friends. They all deserve it. You feel so blessed to be surrounded by the best people. This last year has been toughest, but for you, Shannon, shows how much you all love and care for each other. That was their story, from beginning to a brand new beginning. In their words, we've heard happiness, we've heard joy, most of all, we've heard, and you can see before you all, this is love. This is true love. Now in the ceremony, they're going to enact a hand fasting. So please, my hand faster, come forward, please. Thank you very much. So you want to stand in the posture and put your hand on each other's hands. And just one hand or two hands. Just lay it over just now. You want to take a wee step back just now. They're going to strengthen their love for each other in this manner of a hand fasting. We tied soon around their joined hands. So we are confirming their love for each other. Hand fasting is an ancient Celtic ritual. This was an expression from tying the knot. Symbolic way of showing that they are joined together as one. Although originally it was for a year and a day, we know this hand fast will be for life. This first knot is Shannon's love for Ross. This second knot, Ross's love for Shannon. Thank you very much, thank you. You've been bound by this hand fast, and the bond is made by your love for one another. It is a bond that ties but does not bind, one that is sealed by your love for each other, love we all have for you as a couple and individuals. This hand fast symbolises for you both that you're stronger together than you are individually. May the bond never come undone through the joys or storms of life. Always through life together, always, hand in hand, mind with mind, and hand in hand. And now remove the hand fast. Be tied together forever in life. Now, it's a very important part in the ceremony. Legal declarations. What's even more important, asking one person here a really important question. Doesn't always go well, this part in ceremonies. Today, a bit unsure. The rings, please. Open the box, please, and accept your rings from the box, each other's rings. Thank you. We'll soon hear legal declarations, made before myself and the witnesses. With these words, if I may, hold the ring in one hand and hold the other hand, each other's hands. Like that, thank you. And now, paddy ba and bow. When the one whose hand you're holding is the one who holds your heart. When the one whose eyes you gaze into gives your hopes and dreams their start. When the one you think of first and last is the one who holds you tight. And the things you plan together make the whole world seem just right. When the one whom you believe in puts their faith and trust in you, you have found the one and only love you'll share your whole life through. So please, Ross, accept Shannon's left hand. Please ring on her finger and please repeat these important words. I, Ross, accept you, Shannon, in marriage.
I, Ross, accept you, Shannon, in marriage.
To be my lawfully wedded wife.
To be my lawfully wedded wife.
I give you this ring.
I give you this ring.
As a token of my love.
As a token of my love.
So please, Shannon, accept Ross's left hand and repeat these important words. I, Shannon, accept you, Ross, in marriage.
I, Shannon, accept you, Ross, in marriage.
To be my lawfully wedded husband.
To be my lawfully wedded husband.
I give you this ring.
I give you this ring.
As a token of my love.
As a token of my love.
Now, hand in hand, face your guests, and can you please stand if you can? Thank you. Ross and Shannon, on this great day, made a great choice in life. Be married for your family and friends. Show us all that you are in love. Told us your story. Shared your news. Woohoo again. The following declaration made in my presence, those your witnesses and your guests. I can say with great pride and great privilege that you, Ross, and you, Shannon, are now legally married. And you are, of course, husband and wife. You may kiss. One more kiss. One more kiss. As you all seal this moment into your hearts and your memories, as you all hear one more time, 2, clap your hands, stamp your feet with a hook and a chooch. I give you all, Sharon and Ross. We'll sign the marriage schedule at the back. We're going to sign it up here.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They learn much more than I never knew. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
If you can, once more, please stand. Thank you very much. And to you all, remember this day. Once again, wish you well. The words you have felt, the emotions you felt, the love you declared to each other. And on this day, always, hand in hand, and walk through life and have a great time in life. And to you both, words I use all the time. I think there are 2 important words in life. To you both, be happy. Everyone, please. Thank you very much.
Forever could never be long enough for me to feel like I've had long enough with you. Forget the world now, we won't let them see. But there's one thing left to do. Now that the weight has lifted, love has surely shifted my way. Marry me today and every day. Marry me if I ever get the nerve to say hello in this cafe. Say you will. Say you will. Together could never be close enough for me to feel like I am close enough to you. You wear white and I wear out the words I love you, and you're beautiful. Now that the wait is over, and love has finally showed her my way. Marry me today and every day. Marry me if I ever get the nerve to say hello in this cafe. Say you will. Say you will. Promise me you'll always be happy by my side. I promise to sing to you when all the music dies. And marry me today and every day. Marry me if I ever get the nerve to say hello in this cafe. Say you will. Say you will. Marry me.
Don't wish it away, don't look at it like it's forever. Between you and me, I could honestly say that things can only get better. And while I'm away, dust out the demons inside. Before you and me run to the place in our hearts where we hide. And I guess that's why they call it the blues. Time on my hands, good time spent with you, laughing like children, living like lovers. Just stare into space, picture my face in your hands. Live for each second without hesitation, and never
and gentlemen, can you please be upstanding and welcome the brand new Mr. and Mrs. Mackenzie. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like you all to welcome our first speaker of today, the stepdad of the bride, Rod.
Hello. No, I don't want to use the microphone. Can everybody hear me okay? Yes. Yeah, if I use that microphone, I'll be swallowing it. So, anyway, my name's Rod, and I'm Shannon's stepdad. I'm going to speak for a very short period. A lot of people here have come up to me and said, "We're really looking forward to your speech. We heard you're really funny." And this has been the longest wait, sitting here waiting for these two to come in. And I'm thinking, I need to get this over with, because I'm sweating, and I have been afraid to drink this alcohol in front of me in case I stand up here and talk a lot of rubbish. So let's get on with it. First thing first, I want to say how beautiful Shannon is. I can't... I'm pretty good as well. No, I can't overstate that enough. Shannon is absolutely gorgeous. The dress, Shannon is spot on, beautiful, wonderful. We love it. We all love it. And unfortunately, Ross is just looking a bit stunned at the minute, so he is. A few months ago, or 6 months ago, I can't remember how long ago, they asked me to stand up and say a few words. And but the look of them now, I think they're sitting there with a wee bit of fear in their face about what I might be saying. So I'm just going to make you wait a little bit longer. So, now, equally beautiful today is Jill, the mother of the groom. And Emma, the mother of the bride. So, unfortunately, I do have some bad news. So I'm not going to share it straight away, because I don't want to put a dampener on things too quickly, but there is a wee bit of bad news. But it comes good at the end, but I'll share that with you as we go on. So, now, Shannon. Most of you will know Shannon's my stepdaughter. She's the oldest of my stepdaughters, of which I have 3 stepdaughters and a daughter of my own. So I've had a house full of women in my house, and that's why I've went grey so quickly. I'm only 25 actually. So, I met Shannon 12 years ago, 13 years ago. And I think that first meeting, I don't know who was more terrified, Shannon or me. And that, to go from there, that wee girl that I first met, to this woman who's now married and is expecting her own child, is a journey. It's been a journey, and it's been a wonderful journey. So it has. There's been a few bumps in the road, Shannon. There's the binge drinking, the drugs, the knock on the door, the knock on the door from the police at 3 in the morning, and the very, very messy second ASBO. I'm only joking. There was only one ASBO. So it was, but yes, I found out very quickly after joining this family myself, and watching Shannon growing up and getting into a car, how valuable insurance is. Especially breakdown cover. Breakdown cover. I've never used it myself personally, but I believe, Shannon, that worked a treat for you that day, did it? Anyway, so yeah. So I'm going to tell you this bad news, and I'm going to, after that, I'll say a few words to Ross. I'm just going to make you wait and sweat a little bit, Ross. So, but there was bad news. There was a disaster this morning, and I got woken up from sleep with the bad news. And it was just a bad start to the day, like. And you all know that it's traditional to have a wedding cake, and the wedding cake, I seen it yesterday. It was absolutely outstanding. It was so big. It was actually 3 tiers big. It's actually now only 2 tiers big. For all of you that have had a look at it, there was a wee accident on the road. Michael Schumacher was driving the car, so he was, and he thought 3rd gear was the best gear to take the roundabout, and unfortunately the cake never survived, so it didn't. But don't fear, we've got little bags, and you can take your crumbs home with you. So you can. Yeah. And the cake is outstanding. Emma spent 3 days working on this cake. Now, I'm not normally nervous when I speak, but for some reason I am nervous today. So yeah. But I want to congratulate Ross. You know, he's done a marvellous thing here today. He's going to be leaving here tonight with a beautiful wife, caring, loving, generous, kind-hearted, you know, to a fault. And Shannon's going to be leaving with a nice dress and a bouquet of flowers. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just that Ross cannot handle his drink. So he can't. Yes, you know, they walk among us, so they do. Anyway, I had the privilege, and it was a privilege, of hosting and providing the venue and being the host for Ross's stag. And you know what? It's interesting. You can tell a lot about a character. You can tell a lot about a man when you look at the friends that he keeps company with. Yes, that was interesting. So they were all gentlemen, I have to say. You know what? Absolutely great lads. I would never even have known they were there if it hadn't been for all the empty bottles. So I did leave something behind this morning in the house, and Ross, your pet sheep, is still waiting for you in the bar, in the garden. Sorry, I meant to bring it with me, but I had a lot on my plate with the cake. Disaster. So it is. So he is still there for you, Ross. I met Ross. It was a good while after Shannon started going out with him, and I was beginning to get the feeling that she didn't want me to meet him. So it was, and I would say now it must have been at least 6 months before he came round to the house. And back then, you know, if you had known Ross, he had loads of hair, loads of hair, and he had a big beard. I thought, what do you see in him? You know, he needs to take that. I couldn't see it, you know. I couldn't see right in there, you know. But he cleans up. Look at this handsome fella today. Yeah, he is. He's a stunner. So he is. There you go, Ross. But yeah, and I think I get the point. I'm not going to go on bleat on too much here, much longer. But Ross, I think this is the time when I offer some fatherly advice. Not that you should ever take advice from me. Okay. I think Robert, was it Robert? Yeah, Robert. Robert today, he mentioned in his talk, in his very poetic words, about how a couple should not go to bed angry. And I agree with that. I think you should stay up and argue. It's so much more fun. So it is. It's great when you meet that person in your life that you know that you want to be with and annoy for the rest of your life, isn't it? So, and finally, just to sum up my advice to you, Ross, and I've learned this through hard times. And it's, see when you're right, no, so see when you're wrong, say sorry. Yeah. And see when you're right, just shut up. It works, believe me. No, absolutely, I agree. So I want you to make a wee toast now to the new couple, Mr. and Mrs. Mackenzie. And if you'd all be upstanding, please, and raise your glass. Mr. and Mrs. Mackenzie. Okay, thank you. Now, I believe I have to hand this over to Ross, and hopefully you...
Hello. I just want to say, hi everyone, thank you all for coming. We finally got there a year and a half later, a year and a bit later, so woo woo. As you all know, Shannon and I should have got married last year, but COVID, okay, there we go. But COVID kind of buggered us for all. But at least we got there now, at least we say we got and done it. There we go. It's been stressful, a stressful year, but we're all coming out at the end of it. And with Shannon and I expecting our first child at the end of the year, it's just going to get better and better. You look amazing, and I cannot wait to begin the next chapter of our life together. So, everybody stand up again. To us! Hey!
Hello everyone! Spoiler alert, at the end of this speech you're going to be standing up as well, so just get ready for that.
So we'd just like to thank Rod, like to thank Ross for saying some lovely words before us, and don't worry, we won't spend too much of your time because we know food is coming, so you know it'll be here soon. But Ross, we just want to express to you that how much of an honour it is for you to ask, you know, us to be your best men. It was probably quite a difficult decision because there's three of us. But I mean, you know, you have to make do somehow. And like, you know, it was an absolute honour. So thank you very much, man.
Like everyone here, I'm sure we were gutted when this day kept being pushed back a year and a half, like you say. But on the positive side, it did mean that we had an extra year and a half to write this speech. When did we write it, Robert?
Thursday!
Thursday, yeah.
That's the one. Now, I know Ross and Shannon would like to give some big thanks to certain people, so we'd like to give thanks to both Emma and Jill, both their mums who have provided so much emotional support and guidance as they've been gearing up for this day, you know, over a year now. And I believe they've got some flowers for you both.
We'd also like to thank Rod for agreeing to host Ross's stag do a few weeks ago. I'm sure he was regretting that when he had to clean up the garden in the morning.
We'd also just like to echo what Rod was saying, and Ross, obviously. Shannon, you look outstanding, you look gorgeous. The whole bridal party, in fact, looks stunning. Another round of applause for them. Finally, we'd like to thank all the staff here at Piper Dam for looking after us all today with food and drink, especially later when we've all had quite a lot of that drink, so a round of applause for them.
Now, this is the point where the best men say some anecdotes and funny stories about the groom and all that, but because there's three of us and we don't want to take too much time, we're just going to say a quick few words from each of us to Ross.
So, Ross, I didn't have a really specific moment, but I like to remember a lot of the stuff that we've just done over the years since we met in college, you know? We've been a part of shows at Limelight, college, and then with the We Are Here thing and the Bra Festival, we've done quite a lot. And then also everywhere we've lived together, you know, from
the Mill.
Yep, that's a place. From the Mill to Seagate, and also in between that, we also had Merbert.
It was Merbert.
We've had quite a lot of places and a lot of fun times. We've had a lot of games nights where we've just kind of hung out and chatted. And through it all, it's reminded me of how proud I am and how proud we all are to be your friend. A wonderfully kind and generous person, and just seeing like all the Facebook things you post and all your Snapchat stories with you and Shannon, it's clear that the two of you really truly love each other. So I would just like to say, you know, if you ever want to, you know, chat, I know exactly what number to call. I think it's something along the lines of 24601. Enjoy the rest of today and enjoy every day to come.
I remember when Ross told me he was going to propose to Shannon, which was, it kind of put me in a really tricky situation. Because at the time I was working with Shannon every day together on tour in a van in close proximity in 2018. So with this knowledge in my head, I had to hop into her wee car every morning knowing full well that he was going to pop the question any day now. And all through it, every day I had to act alongside her, see her get in that van. Were you in the mornings going, is this what my wedding's going to be like? Is this what I'm going to have? Is this what I'm going to wear? And I was sitting there biting my tongue the entire time thinking, oh God, if I let this slip, I'm going to ruin this moment. And the wonderful thing is, I got to see the aftermath of the proposal. I got in that car one morning with coffee in hand, and wham, there's a punch straight to my shoulder. And I'm like, what's going on? She goes, how could you keep it from me? Or something to that effect. I was like, of course, how could I not? But I'd just seen the moment where my best pal made Shannon the happiest woman on the planet. And it was wonderful. It was absolutely wonderful because I got to witness not only my castmate, but a really good friend be so happy throughout the rest of that day. And the rest of those 10 weeks, you were over the moon. And, I mean, mate, I don't know how you did it, but you lucked out. So, just, it's wonderful I got to see this start of this magical chapter in what's going to be another long line of amazing chapters in their life.
Ross, it's hard to reflect on many years of an amazing friendship in just a few short paragraphs. There's so many stories I'd like to share, from shows that we've performed in together, to trips abroad, to Iron Maiden concerts with your dad, and sleeping over at Star Wars conventions. And even the occasional drunken night out at the student union, but only occasional. But it got me thinking about when we first met back in 2013 and when the four of us became friends. And when Ross, Robert and myself decided to audition for a wee musical theatre company in Arbroath called Limelight. Now, from the cheers, I gather some of you may know it. Some of you here might have even performed on stage with us. But most importantly, it was at Limelight that Ross and Shannon first met. And I'll never ever forget when Ross came through when we were living together, how excited he was to tell me that there was this girl at the musical theatre company that he fancied. And he'd asked her out on a date, and she said yes. And it's the same excitement I saw on his face when Ross eventually came through to my room and told me he was planning to ask the same Shannon to marry him all those years later. And, of course, she said yes again! Ross, Shannon, we love you guys. Congratulations again, and I wish you both all the happiness in the world.
There's not really much else left to say, but Shannon, thank you. Thank you for being the best thing that's happened for our best pal. Thank you for showing him just what an amazing person you are, and how wonderful and loving and caring you are. And quite frankly, if Ross turns out to be half as good of a husband as he has been a friend to us, you've got a wonderful, lovable lump with you for the rest of your life. And you can look forward to an amazing long lifetime with this crying, sweaty mess.
And finally, Ross, the three of us, and I'm sure everyone here wants to express just how proud of you we all are. It's been an absolute pleasure to be your best pals, and we know that not only are you going to be a kind, caring, and attentive and loving husband, but you'll be all that and more as a father as well.
We love you, and we're always going to be here for you, because after all, we are your bestest men.
So, once again, can everyone upstand, raise your glasses, and for the final time, to Mr. and Mrs. Mackenzie!
One, two, 1, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, it is came for the time in the night that everyone is waiting for. Please, everyone, upstanding and give them a massive round of applause as they enter the room to cut their cake. The new Mr. and Mrs. Mackenzie! And welcome Shannon and Ross onto the dance floor as the first time as man and wife. Don't wish it away, don't look at it like it's forever. Between you and me, gentlemen, as you'll know, Shannon is expecting a baby. But what you did not know was, now it's going to be the gender reveal. Is it going to be a boy or is it going to be a girl? Make some noise if you want to be a boy. Make some noise if you want to be a girl. Right, everyone's going to count down from 10. Now please, one thing you have to remember about this is a special moment where the bride and groom have let you know about this information. The request in return is, please do not post this on social media. Okay? This is for you and you only at this exact moment. Live it, it's real, it's happening right now. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to count you down from 10. You're going to join in when we get to 0. The confetti cannons are going to go off. Could it be blue? Could it be pink? We're going to find out. 10! 5, single person, hands in the air.
For
Good afternoon and welcome to this stunning location to celebrate the very important part, the wedding, legal marriage of Shannon and Ross. Your couple so obviously in love, but no one knows that love. We've all felt love, but your love is unique. For you, Shannon, marriage is more than just signing a paper and a party. For you and Ross, it's a legal commitment that you're both making to each other for the rest of your lives. And if COVID has taught you one thing, made you realise just how much you want to get married, how important you both are to each other. You said, Shannon, that you always wanted to be someone's wife. Be Ross's wife is a blessing. Marriage is all about love, about trust and commitment. To you as a couple, you have all of that and more in your lives. What do you want for your lives, for the future, each other and your friends and family? For you, Ross, the future you see as a couple, as a family, friendship and companionship. And all you can really hope for is that the future is bright for you both after the year you have had. But through those ups and downs, you still have each other. All you want, Shannon, is happiness for you and for Ross and for everyone here.
I, Ross, accept you, Shannon, in marriage.
To be my lawfully wedded wife.
To be my lawfully wedded wife.
I give you this ring.
I give you this ring.
As a token of my love.
As a token of my love.
I, Shannon, accept you, Ross, in marriage.
To be my lawfully wedded husband.
To be my lawfully wedded husband.
I give you this ring.
I give you this ring.
As a token of my love.
As a token of my love.
I can say with great pride and great privilege that you, Ross, and you, Shannon, are now legally married. And you are, of course, husband and wife.